So just a brief introduction about about Kedge. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, this school is results from a merger. It's the merger of two main business schools of south of France, which actually are the oldest business school in France, because it's the merger of Marseille Business School. Marseille Business School was launched in 1873, and it's the merger has been done with Bordeaux Business School, which has been launched in 1874. Means this is very old, considering that other business school started beginning of 20th century, so a couple of 30 to 40 years later on. And then Bordeaux, Marseille, there are two big cities in south of France. And then also in the group now we have a school in other city, because we have school in Paris. We have school in Toulon, which is also another southern city. And basically here you can see how the Kedge timeline for the late 7 years since the merger, because the merger started in 2030. So basically, the school before the merger was the name of the school was Euromed for the school of Marseille. And then the name of the school before the merger was BEM, Bordeaux École Management, for the school of Bordeaux. Then it gets to the new name, which is Kedge. Okay, so if you see this slide here, you can see overall students now in the school. It's more than 14,000 students studying at Kedge currently. We have many international partners, as you see, close to 300, and in every corner of the world, basically. As you can see, also the turnover of the school, investment done is pretty high, and then you'll see that it is more outstanding. Even when you understand that a lot of those investment are going to research and then really expertise we are developing in the school. Okay, so the school has 7 campuses, as I was saying: Paris, Bordeaux, Marseille, Toulon, Shanghai, Suzhou, and 1 campus in West Africa, which is Dakar, in Senegal. Okay. So now overall alumni number, it's more than 70,000 alumni from Kedge Business School. Okay. Here you can see the main focus of the school, as we call it, the strategic areas. This is first research. The school, you have to understand, in the Shanghai ranking, the school is ranking 2nd next to INSEAD for the French business schools in terms of management research. It means that we are way before other business school in terms of research, resources we are putting in the research, and the level of expertise of our researcher, which are coming from every part of the world. It's very international. Those research centers we have in Kedge, and then this give us a really great advantage in building new trends in management. Okay. And in management studies, and also in management focus for the next era in terms of new profession, new career. You can also consider going to studying either finance, marketing, or other type of specialization. Also, teaching method, we put a great deal to be creative, innovation in the teaching. Also very much international oriented. We have many international students in the school, and then international partnership. We have more than 3,000 international students coming to the school every year. So this is definitely a lot. Infrastructure also we also put a great deal of attention in our infrastructure, very well connected, and then good location. I know Jeff went to the Marseille. Marseille is building a new campus next by the one you went to, Jeff. And then maybe I have time to show you some picture of the in-building facility for Marseille. Bordeaux has a great facility also. Of course, you're all invited to see if you have the chance to come to visit France for some reason. You're all invited to visit this facility anytime you want. And then also, we put a great deal of attention in supporting, helping the student in for everything. We have a wellness center for any kind of problem they can go through. Should it be material? Should it be for healthcare? Everything. We have one entity dealing fully of that for every student. We have a career center which is really dealing about everything concerning job seeking, internship, and also we have a language center, and where you can also be getting more proficiency for languages, especially for French. Okay, so these are the main undergrad programs we have: the Kedge Bachelor, the International BBA, which is full English International BBA. We have another program called ABP. It's a 5 years degree program. Then, of course, we have the Master in Management, which is part of Grande École program. I can elaborate on that if you are interested. So don't hesitate to come back to that on your question if you you think it's necessary and relevant. Kedge identity. It's mainly three main identity for our learning. You have tech management, you have entrepreneurship, you have common good, and then I'll let you see here the different not specialization but different orientation we are taking for these learnings. Here it's a presentation of the program. You have on the left here you have the program, general program, undergraduate. Here it's a program of design learning. And you have a program on chartered accountant with other special programs. On the right, you have all the program for MSC's program, okay? So you have the list of MSCs for the marketing here. Those all the line are different, all the points are different programs, okay? Here the programs mainly dealing with supply chain. Here the program is wine and spirit management. Here the program concerning finance, health management, arts and creative industries, and here other generic program we have like international business, like marketing, and quality management here, risk management here, and here real estate management, wealth and real estate management. Okay, let's move on. Here you have a view of Bordeaux's campus, main entrance. And then here are the logos of the Excellence Center. Excellence Center are a center where we are putting the most, the biggest investment for research. So it's actually for 7 of them, no, 6 of them. You have one Excellence Center for supply chain, one excellence center. These are really research at very advanced research center. You know, it gets to excellence when we are really ranging in world top research center for the very specialization. That's where when you get this title, excellence. Okay. We have also excellence center in finance, reconsidered. So we'll see what we means by that. We have a CSR excellence center, wine and spirit, of course, and creation and creative creative industries and culture industries. So to go into the specifics, here it's about supply chain. You'll see we have two main programs dealing with supply chain in Kedge, and then one of these programs is ISLI, Global Supply Chain Management, ranking 5th in the world, as you see here. So it's a very industry logistics oriented program. You see our partners here. This year, this program, students of this program are involved in the Amazon Challenge, European Innovation Challenge for Amazon, which is a competition between three main European business schools, and then supply chain program, and then Kedge program is one of those three. Just to give you a feel of the of this program, and then all the potential of this program. Another program which is very well known is ranking 1st in the world with a very specific orientation. It's international purchasing innovation. In general, international purchasing, the classical approach is more or less the cost killer approach. Okay, this program is not. This program is very different in orientation, as it's really dealing with innovation, and then it's really looking to all those level of corporate which actually are doing less and less research and development. What are they doing then? All research and development, they are buying it directly from the suppliers. And then so the international purchaser is getting more and more a very critical, a very strategic element of the company, because actually the earlier it gets to this, it gets this innovation from the supplier, the earlier it can put it on the market it his own way, and then get the best market share on those new product, on those new innovation. Should this innovation come from the content of the product, from the technology of the product, from the packaging of the product, and so on. So this is a program which is really advanced, MAI, International Purchasing and Innovation, and it's a world famous program. International business also is one program you can learn in Kedge. Let me go back. I think I dropped some on the way. Yes. So international business management with those orientation, business developer, export sales manager, area manager, import export manager, sales and marketing manager. Here on the right, you have a couple of examples of our partner. It means student taking internship in those company, and also placement done from our student going to work to those company. Those I just presented was program from Bordeaux. Here you have a view from Marseille, the campus in Marseille. Jeff went there. He will be able to give a testimony of what's going on in this campus, the location, which is a unique location, to say the least. It is in the reserved reserved zone, protected zone of Marseille. It's called the Calanque. Next to the mountain, you see here you have the Mediterranean Ocean with small beaches, a lot of small beaches called the Calanque, which are protected area. And then Kedge is on this very mid of this zone. And then a new campus is on building over there also, which will be bigger and just next by this old campus, to say, and then which will be just a very beautiful location. Are we repeating here? Okay. So in Marseille for supply chain, we have another program, which is international trade and logistics. The focus of this program historically is maritime. Okay. So of course, we have a great deal of good partnership with big players in terms of shipping and import-exports operation like Bolloré, CGM, CGA, which is not written here, but is also very big, GODs, and so on. Okay, so this is based in Marseille. In Marseille also, you have this program, which is marketing and actually, about marketing, you have 3 different programs. You have one program which is marketing and brand management. This program, marketing and brand management, it's a general approach to marketing with different specialization. And basically, the specialization are written here. This program is available depending on the specialization in Marseille, Bordeaux, or Paris also. So basically you have 3 campuses splitting the specialization on over 3 campuses. We have another program which is digital marketing and sales, and then as the name says, it's dealing directly with the digital marketing. So it's a specific program really dealing with digital marketing and training people to get to this kind of position of head of digital marketing, head of e-commerce, head of digital customer experience, tech management for e-commerce manager, digital communication, strategic consultant, traffic and acquisition manager, user experience manager, and other community manager specialization. In terms of finance, we have one program. We have actually in English, to say just the in English program in English, we have 3 different programs. We have one program which is this one, sustainable finance. It is based in Paris, and sustainable finance, as you see, hit in a tag. It's reconsidered finance. What do you mean by that? Reconsidered finance. It's really a program focusing on next age finance, taking into account green finance, taking into account environment protection, finance for environment protection project, or finance coping with environment safe development kind of project and investment. So this is this new finance, which already is very, it's getting really more and more important in Europe, where all the big players have to show that in their investment project, they are taking into account all those environmental issues. And then there are clearance of their environmental issue in the investment they are doing and the project they are taking share in, you know. So this in Europe is getting really important, especially for the big infrastructure project, big construction project, big new chemical kind of investment project. And that's where this project, this finance program is very in advance, is very new, and then very interesting in its approach, very unique also, very unique. It's really the most advanced program in that line you can find in Europe, you know. And then, so just to say, I see it's not on the file, but it doesn't matter. We have two other programs in finance. One in Marseille, which is corporate finance, and then another one in Bordeaux, which is banking finance. Two different programs in finance. Beside this sustainable finance. So international business, as you see. As you saw, this program is available in Bordeaux and it's also available in Marseille, okay? Just for those big programs, marketing and brand management, international business, those two programs, you have different campuses available, okay? Innovation, it's very important for Kedge also. As you saw, we are considering innovation approach with the international purchasing. We also have this innovation and approach for transformation and entrepreneurship. Transformation is going beyond sole digital transformation. It's also considering the management transformation of and project management, team management in terms of innovation and transformation, as you can see here in the description. And then for innovation also, we have another program focusing on health and innovation. Okay, those two programs. This program is mainly in French, so basically I don't think it is really accurate to elaborate on it here for you. Okay, those are our other campus in Dakar and in mainland China. So about internship, that's where probably you have a difference between one business school to another. So how much they are able to deliver in terms of internship, how much network they have concretely to be able to help students. When it comes to Kedge, as you saw, the two main schools of Kedge, Bordeaux and Marseille, they are very old in age, okay? So very sound experience, so with a very old, traditional, local, regional business network. And then, of course, since they have been created already a long time ago, they could develop a lot and then get a very large business network throughout the country and in Europe, of course. So, what kind of advantage this gives us? First, it gave us advantage to develop very suited, very accurate specialization. It means in our courses, the kind of specialization we have from research, you find it out in the placement opportunity for the internship and for the job after graduation. As for the internship, a lot of companies, they are very eager to get our students. Why? Because our students, they are getting update with the very last state of the research, state of the art in the very specialization. This is the case for supply chain. This is the case for art creative industry. This is the case for the things we have in excellence expertise. I was showing you in finance, for example, also. And then when you have this cutting edge at the research age, you will find it out in the placement opportunity. And then we have a dedicated center, which is career center, which is helping students from day one, okay, in first giving you all the necessary patch up to make yourself first very very ready in terms of going forward to find a job, seeking a job, and then also being very aware of your ability, of your strengths, because your strengths will be a major factor for you to find quickly a job. And then third, it will give you job opportunity, internship opportunity that are available. You have job dating with company. Okay, so job dating is during your studies on campus. You will have presentation done by several companies looking for interns, which could be French or which could be international, depending on the needs they have in terms of development, in terms of also sector they are dealing with, but also innovation they are looking for and everything. So those job dating, there are premium for you, premium opportunity, like to secure an internship while still being studying. Okay. And then the career center, you have tutor in the career center, which is looking after your placement for internship during your studies. I think I will have to okay. So this is very important. So we have a very, very close follow up on this internship issue. And then for us, it's very critical. The good thing is the number of offer we have, you know. It's almost every year. Some offers we have won't have any interns, you know, because it may be too many of those offers coming in, and then or it may be also mismatch between offer and then the ability of the applicant. It happens also sometimes, but most of the time in very specialization, we don't have enough trained student for the number of offer we have. And then anyway, we are really looking after this job placement. This is very critical for us. And then this is one of the strengths clearly of Kedge. And you can be sure that for that, basically you will really have the standards of the top school in France. Should it be engineering school or management school, both are doing placement for internship, and then definitely we range among this category of school really taking care of the student for their internship placement. You saw in the presentation I was doing, you saw the kind of partner which are coming with the program. This is definitely partners that are kind of steady partner, where pretty much every year or every 2 years they will be requesting Kedge to have 1, 2, 3 people coming in for internship, and then this is how it happens. And basically, so for housing, to say, as you said, even though that it's not on-campus housing like most of the school in France, we have a dedicated department which is taking care of housing for our students. We have also for a couple of residents, student residents, private residents which are close to the campus. We have also a reserved number of available flat apartment. It's not flat. It's more studio type or small flat available for our student. Of course, we are not able to fulfill all the demand coming from international students. That's where we tend to have to give privilege access to our partners also for this kind of things. That's where a partnership between schools is important. Also in terms of more services, more care, more help coming from our side to give you the best assistance when you come. But basically, for any international student coming to the school, they have a basic package of assistance for their housing issue. I think you are aware in France, any international student, they have this subsidy coming from the state, and then giving a monthly subsidy to anyone renting a flat. This is a special student national housing subsidy. To all students, French, international, every student can have this subsidy as long as he's renting on his own. And then it's about the subsidy is about like, it depends from one location to another, but in general, it's between 28 to 35% of the rent this month, the subsidy. Yes. Any other question? In the agreement we have signed, Jeff, maybe you have it clearer in mind than I do. If someone is if someone is already started a master in Zhongxing, he can directly access to the final year, right? In our school.